Alright y'all, so this is another recording. I am taking this like a week from each other, so we're gonna continue. My next category that I'm gonna be speaking about is housing. And housing at Stevenson is really good. Like, it's actually super good. Like, I don't think a lot of people really understand how good the housing is here. I mean, we have it so good here. Like, the dorms, I'll try to insert some photos if I can find any.
Photos, because you can find them yourself. Just look them up.
But the dorms are really nice. There's 4 residence halls when you move in as a freshman. So you have Susquehanna Hall, Western Run Hall, Patapsco Hall, and is that it? Or is that all the freshman ones? Okay, I think those are all the freshman ones. If I'm wrong, I will insert another clip. Because mind you, I'm kind of going off of my experience. I'm not like really looking at this online or anything. So those are the residence halls for freshmen. And it's interesting, we have different names for each residence hall. Like Susquehanna is the really quiet hall. Western Run is, we would call it the party dorm. And Patapsco had its own unique name that I'm not gonna really say right here. But
Patapsco's name was Patapaho.
yeah, Patapsco had its own name. They group you based on when you complete your resident profile.
So basically, I just wanted to do a little quick tutorial for anyone that's like, you know, when you become a freshman. Because when I was a freshman, I struggled to navigate this portal. So basically, all you do is like you scroll down to find your first year residence profile. You scroll down to Web Express for Students, and you click the drop down menu as I've done here. And then you go to Residence Life, and then it's right there. So I just wanted to do that because I remember when I was a freshman, I couldn't find anything. Like, it was just really confusing when I first started. I don't know why, because it's not that hard, but it was hard to navigate when I first started. So there you go.
They group you based on your preferences. So yeah, I found that they tended to put all the quieter people in Susquehanna. So that's kind of what your alley is, like quiet, then you probably were gonna like the Susquehanna Hall more. Yeah, it was definitely grouped based on personality, I would say, for the most part. And it was consistent, because even when I was a freshman, I would talk to seniors and juniors that I knew, and they would tell me the same thing. Like, yeah, they would always put like all the quiet people in this hall and all the bubble of people in this hall and whatever. So it's kind of interesting. So yeah, the residence halls, they're very nice. Like I said, when you walk into a freshman dorm, you have the A room and the B room. And I will say the B room is a lot smaller. The B room is tiny. The B room was made for one person. So if you get stuck in the B room like I was, I cannot stand the B room. I didn't really mind the person I was living with. Like, I couldn't stand the space. Like, I got so sick and tired of being with another person because I'm so used to being independent. Because the room I live at home is about the size of the B room at school. I was like, I'm used to living in my own space. So that's something to keep in mind, that you could get put in the B room.
I just wanted to insert a clip. I feel like that made me sound like a brat, but no, it's really just the fact that the B room was just really small. You can definitely make it work. Like, I made it work most days, but I did have my days where I was like, oh my gosh, I can't move. But basically, generally, if you get put in the B room, you can make it work. It's still gonna be workable, especially if you have a roommate that's nice and chill and accommodating. So yeah, you'll be fine.
However, the A room is really big and spacious, so you have a lot of space. And then you get your own bathroom, you get your own shower that you share. Yeah, the bathroom, you have 2 sinks, and it's all carpeted. And I mean, it's well furnished. You get a refrigerator and a microwave in the freshman dorms. Once you move up to sophomore, the sophomore dorms are like Wakefield and Parent Run. And these dorms, from what I remember, I don't really remember a lot, but they're pretty much the same as the freshman dorms. Pretty much the same. I guess like maybe the common area was a little bigger, but for the most part, they're pretty much the same dorms, but they are called the upper class suites. And then in your junior and senior year, you move into the apartments, and the apartment is what I have, and I will insert a clip of me showing you guys my apartment, kind of just doing a little walkthrough of it. And living room. We don't have a whole lot of decor, but you know, these are like the standard couches you'll get, your windows. You don't got nothing over there. Well, actually, we project stuff on that wall, so we have a projector right here. So that's what that wall is for. This is our little poster we made. Yep, words to live by. For real. Tired of people's crap. People don't care. All right, moving to the kitchen. So, you got a trash can, fire extinguisher, you know, just in case you make it burn in here. Standard kitchen, oven, refrigerator. You have like your freezer. It's have it pretty stuffed. And then you have your fridge, which is also pretty stuffed. And then your pantry. So stuffed. Then your sink, and then you have like dishwasher. So yeah, and so we can go to the rooms. My room is an absolute mess, so we're gonna peek into it for like a minute. But before that, here's my sink. Yep, my sink. Yep, you got a small sink. The bathroom, you get a toilet. And the toilet. And then you get a tub, shower. I don't know, we're gonna just peek into my room. My sweet mate's room is clean, but I don't know if I want to show that. I don't know if she wants that. But my room is like an absolute mess, so this is my room. That candle burning. Yep. Yeah. So, life of a college student. So let's turn this off. Yeah, and then you get your, your island over here. You get bar stools, like chairs to do your homework. So I'm currently working on stuff over here, kind of sprawled out my entire life over here. And yeah, that's pretty much the apartment. So yeah. Housing is extremely good. I think it's like one of the best, like out of like a college. Like it's really nice here, and you don't have any communal bathrooms. No communal bathrooms. So if you cannot stand communal bathrooms, you are in luck, because there are no communal bathrooms at Stevenson. So you don't have to worry about doing all that. And that was one of the reasons why I liked it here, because I was like, I don't feel like showering with a bunch of random people. I've heard communal bathrooms aren't that bad, but I could never do it. I'm already phobic of like public bathrooms as they are. So I could imagine like showering in like a public, kind of thing. So yeah, housing, I would definitely give an A+. Like housing here at Stevenson is great. You do have sometimes like, you will have like the occasional, maybe someone had bed bugs. So someone had bed bugs my freshman year on my floor. You will have sometimes people, like you also, I forgot to mention, you have the washrooms, you have the laundry rooms. So in the freshman dorms, you get like 6 washers and 6 dryers or something like that. You have like a lot of washers and dryers. And I would definitely say that if you don't have class in the morning on like a weekday like today, like I don't have class until 2 on Mondays, definitely this time is like the best time to do your laundry, because if you wait until like Saturday, Sunday, you're gonna have a hard time getting your laundry done. It's not, just do it at like a time where lots of people are not doing their laundry. So do it like early in the morning, late at night. You also don't have to pay for your laundry. It comes included in your meal plan, or in your meal plan, your housing, your room and board. So you can just do laundry as often as you want, and all you have to pay for is the detergent and the bounce sheets or whatever the heck, your fabric softener. And yeah, so also liquid detergent. Just had to put that out there. So yeah, that's housing. Like I said, housing gets an A. So, okay, I keep thinking of more stuff. To say about housing. Also, you get lounges as well. You get a lounge where you can just chill, do homework, just relax. Like I never go in the lounges, but they're there. You also you have your RA on every floor in the freshman dorms, and the RAs, a lot of the RAs that I dealt with were very accommodating, and you can also become an RA and get your room and board paid for, so that's something to look into as well. Okay, now I'm really done with housing. Let's move on to the party scene. So I don't really party, so I can't really talk about the party scene. I never was much of a partier. I did go to like little things that they would throw here. I know Mile, one of the clubs here, Mile had a huge Mile cookout type thing, and a lot of people from other schools, Morgan, other people from other schools would come and like have that whole party, but that's not happening anymore. That's pretty much the most like party I went to. And then I would do kickbacks, but they were like in my apartment, like with my friends. It wasn't really like I went to parties. I've just never been a partier. But from what I know and from what I hear of people that party, there isn't much here. People, try and throw parties on campus and stuff, but a lot of people go off campus to party or to go to clubs and things like that. It's a very kind of off campus thing. You're not really gonna get a lot of party scene. Like, this is not a party school. Greek life is not very abundant here. I'll list like the sororities and the fraternities we have on campus on the screen, but we don't really have a huge Greek life presence, and also the parties are not that abundant. So if you're looking for a party, you're not gonna get it here. You're just not. So yeah, party scene, it's not much of one. Student life. So student life, I would say, is good here. It's, like I said, it's getting better. We have a lot of, we have like the football games, the basketball games. A lot of people attend the football games. I personally like basketball the best, so I go to women's basketball or men's basketball here and there. Those are cool. You have a lot of clubs to join. There's Mile, there's for men, like, which I forgot what Mile stands for, but there's Mile, there's Worth, and Worth is kind of like the women equivalent of Mile. So it's kind of like a club for women, women's empowerment, knowing yourself as women, your power as a woman. Also, it's really good for women who are trying to get into business, things like that.
I'm reading Worth's description on Stevenson's website, and it basically says it connects young ladies of different cultural backgrounds across campus to inspire one another through mental, physical, and emotional support by engaging in meetings, activities, and events and unlocking their leadership potential. We focus on building a sisterhood and creating a sociable environment for all women. So, that's Worth. Oh, and MILE stands for Male Initiative of Leadership and Excellence.
And yeah, I didn't really join a lot of clubs. I joined a lot freshman year, but I didn't really stay consistent. There's a really cool club called MAP, and MAP handles a lot of events. So for example, like there's events like going to the Hippodrome to watch like Wicked or Aladdin. They hold those kind of trips. They hold ski trips. They hold trips to Dave and Buster's. They've had trips to go to Rehoboth Beach. They've had trips to go to New York, which I went on last semester, which was dope. The New York trip was really dope. They have trips like for just a lot. Even the African American History Museum of Culture, like I think they just had that trip yesterday or Saturday. Yeah, so they have a lot of trips, and it's really cool. Like you can go, like you just had to sign up, get there early, sign up, and it costs like $10 to go to like each one, $10 to $20. Like it cost us $20 to go to New York. Like that's a whole ride provided and everything. So it's really cool. It's really nice. So yeah, student life is really cool with that. MAP is a great club if you want to get involved in trying to start those things and trying to get, go places. It's a really good club for that. Also, we have, again, like all the sports I was talking about, and we have a lot of different clubs, and we have the involvement fair every semester. So the involvement fair is where every club kind of sets up a booth, and you're able to talk and get information on different clubs and also join different clubs right on the spot. So it's really nice. And last time I checked, they had food at the involvement fair, which they never had food before, but they had like cotton candy and something else. So that was pretty cool. I was president of a club at one point. I was president of the Timber Grove Tiger Mentors, which is a mentoring club for where you go to Timber Grove Elementary School and you mentor young children from like the ages of K through 5, so kindergarten through 5th grade. From what I remember, we had mostly like 1st grade onward. It was a really cool club. It was a really rewarding experience, and yeah, it was really fun. I mean, we played with the kids, we talked to them, they were just so interesting. Like it was a lot of work, but it was a really rewarding club. And so I would definitely say that if you could ever get on an e-board or something, definitely do it, because it's really good for your resume and it's really good for your leadership experience. You learn a lot as a person being a leader, being like president of something. I've never been president of anything, so I really got to learn like how I operated as a president of anything. Like it was really cool. So yeah, and then you have student activities, so you can work with them about getting different initiatives passed, working with Senate, being a SGA senator. I was one, and it was pretty cool. Got to vote things into motion, got to reject things, really got to say your voice. But yeah, I'll definitely say that student life, in terms of like student activities and in terms of like the higher ups of Stevenson, they could do a better job listening to their students, because we have a lot of suggestions and a lot of things we want to do. So I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh yeah, it's perfect. It's not. Trust me, it is not. If you come here, you're going to have to like kind of deal with that. You're going to have to deal with a lot of those roadblocks. You're going to have to deal with a lot of that trying to get things across to different management, different people within student activities, within, you know, that are in the admissions and things like that. It's a lot. At this point, I feel like I kind of filtered out a lot of things that like happen, or a lot of my frustrations, but it's not easy. And to be honest, let's be real, being president or being on the e-board or being involved on campus is never easy at any college. I don't think it's a walk in the park at any college. It's not a cakewalk. You really have to be dedicated. You really have to put the work in, and you really have to learn how to work as a team with other people. So this is just something that I'm gonna keep in mind to you all, is that Stevenson, it's not always easy to get things across, and that's just point blank period, you know? Maybe I can make like another separate video about that, but right now, off the top of my head, I can tell you that it's not the easiest thing, but a lot of these clubs, regardless of that, are really rewarding, and you really gain a lot out of these clubs. I mean, there's BSU, ASU, so Black Student Union, African Student Union. There are different clubs for representation, but this will lead me into my next point about diversity. There could be more efforts and initiatives for diversity on campus. Yeah, let's talk about the diversity. So diversity on campus has improved since I started attending here in 2016. To be honest, when I got here, there weren't a lot of Asians, and now there are a lot more Asians on campus, so there's a lot more of that representation of different Asian groups, Filipino, Vietnamese, Korean, things like that. There's a lot of different representation that I did not see when I was first attending here. A lot of it is still mostly like a lot, you know, majority white, and then there's Black, and then yeah, so there's that. In terms of like different clubs for diversity, besides ASU, BSU, there was Muslim Student Association.
So before y'all say something, I'm aware that Muslim is not a race, Islam is a religion. I was just talking about how there were more diversity for religion. Like, I wasn't just talking about race, there's also diversity with religious clubs on campus as well. So that's what I meant.
Which isn't like obviously a race or anything. I feel like there isn't a lot of diversity in clubs, and I feel like diversity and inclusion could do a lot better on this campus. I feel like there's been a lot of situations that have happened over the course of my years here that I've heard from people of them not being heard, and the different dissension and things like that. Stevenson does make an effort, but I still feel like there is that mentality of like, oh, we are this predominantly white school and we're going to conduct ourselves as such. Like, yeah, diversity could be better here. Yeah, and it is also, yeah, it just could be better.
So I'm sorry I'm inserting so many clips. I actually filmed this like 2 months ago, so that's why. But basically, I just wanted to insert something about diversity. Yes, diversity at Stevenson could be a lot more improved. I still obviously felt comfortable on campus. I made a lot of friends, regardless of whether they were Black, white, Asian, what have you, red, blue, yellow, purple. But I do feel like a lot of the people on campus and some staff are ignorant. They just are ignorant, and I think it all just goes back to education and the willingness to be open and learn and to get out your bubble and know that, you having your Mustang and you having like being all like privileged. I mean, there's more to life than that, and there's more to life than Owings Mills. There's more to life than, yeah, I don't know how to say it. It's also like 11:52, so I don't know how to word it. But you know what I'm trying to say. Like, there's just more to life, and you have to know how to be accepting and open and understanding of other cultures to function properly. Like, we already have too much discrimination going around. We don't need no more. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say on that.
It's kind of like, I feel like you're gonna run into these situations at a PWI no matter what. Like if you're going to a PWI, you're just gonna have situations maybe where you're gonna feel like you're on the outskirts, and you're gonna have your moments where you're like, oh, I'm a minority here. And yeah, I mean, I haven't really had anything personally happen to me concerning like discrimination or racism or anything like that, but I've heard stories of things happening to different people, and so that's just something to keep in mind. But that's like, again, I feel like it's like that when you're going to a PWI, especially a smaller PWI in a more affluent neighborhood like Owings Mills. So that's kind of just something to keep in mind. My last point is my value, the value I got from here. So, value, I gained a lot from here. Stevenson was a very good school. I think even though there are some little hiccups about the school, I feel for the most part that I really gained what I was supposed to gain from here, and I think I really grew as a person, and I was really able to find friends that were able to kind of support me and really jive with me and understand me. I felt like in high school I didn't really have a lot of friends that understood me, and that's not like any fault of them, but I realized that like a lot of my friends from high school, we just weren't gonna like be cool like that. So I just realized that a lot of my friends from high school, like, we weren't really gonna be cool like that. And I feel like when I got to college, I really was able to kind of figure that out. And even though I will say Stevenson can be kind of cliquey, but again, it's a small school. You're gonna have cliques no matter where you are, especially if it's small. And so I was able to kind of find my crew, and it was really good. I grew so much in so many different ways. And I really feel like I wouldn't have gotten a lot of what I got had I not come here. I feel like I needed a school like this, a school to kind of push me out of my comfort zone and push me out of my like shell, in terms of like, okay, I want to do things this way. I don't want to like really break out and be adventurous. But then I think it also kind of had that good balance. So I think Stevenson is a very balanced school in that sense. Again, very good school. This is a great school here. You really are going to enjoy it. No matter who, no matter what you are, you're going to enjoy this school. I think a lot, you just need to really think about, how are you like in terms of like getting, a party experience or more of the college experience. I guess you don't get like a real huge college experience as opposed to if you go to like UMD, or if you go to another school like that, you're not gonna really get a lot of that experience because a lot of people are not as spirited here in terms of school spirit. And so you're not like, I can definitely say I got a college experience, but I guess I didn't get one comparable to like a public school. And that's just kind of the facts. I didn't get one comparable to a public school. So if that's really important to you, where you want to get the true college experience, definitely maybe look at like Towson or UMD or other schools in the area. But I feel like if you're someone that's just looking to get a degree and also still have fun and still enjoy, Stevenson is a really good place for that. And this is a great school. I would definitely give this school probably a B+. I think this is a really great school, and I'm happy I came here. But keep in mind that there are certain hiccups. So yeah, great school, really like it here. I'm gonna graduate in May. Let me know if you want me to make more college videos. I can't wait to be gone. Probably not really gonna be gone, but I'll save that for another video. So thank you all for watching this video, and hope you all have a great rest of your week. Peace.